I'm bored. I'm a little egoist. There's no electricity in my apartment. Everyone in my family of origin is a rapist, murderer, thief. I don't have electricity in my apartment. I'm a victim of a hate crime. Mostly everyone in my family of origin, their relatives. Neighbors and colleagues stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles, and get in the way of me receiving money. They're disgusting. They try to rape children. They're possibly raping children. What else? 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 They're disgusting. Son una mierda. I'm bored. You can give me money in person if I trust you. Through PayPal, it's AR Blue Sky. Blue Sky Designs going. Lo que estoy pensando straight to my heart. Eileen Lorenzo Art Shop. INTAYIAFAY. Entire shop. My GoFundMe can pay.com/F/Arlene. Dash Lorenzo dash no, it's GoFundMe.com/F/Arlene Lorenzo Svilla. I've tagged the FBI in this post. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I don't have money for food, so I'll be heading over to Guadalupe Shrine Church in an hour or two to get free food there if offered, and then I'll be heading over to Catholic Charities to get food. What else? What else? If available. And I'm bored. I want to shop at H&M today. I'm gonna shop at my apartment next week. I'm not an illegal prostitute, so I don't need a man to take me everywhere and buy me dinner. Dang asco, these people are disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. They're terrorists. You can decapitate Andres Suarez. You can decapitate Andres Suarez. You can decapitate Alex Suarez. You can decapitate Anthony Capizano that raped me, that steal my money, that stay in my homes without my permission, that steal my vehicles. They're deplorable. They're disgusting. Son una mierda de gente. I don't ever want them in my life. I'm born. I'm born. Anyways, I've collected on Facebook.com AR/AR Sky evidence of those people that steal from me, bullying me. Through Facebook trying to get me to kill myself before saying that they raped me, possibly drugged me before, and that they stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles. They're trying to turn me into, I'll never love again. Porque they'll fuck me instead, literally, literally. Andrew Suárez anda así con el culo abierto a la gente. Fuck me instead. El Anthony Capizano ese anda así con el culo abierto diciendo a la gente fuck me instead. Alex Suárez anda por ahí con el culo abierto así, fuck me instead a la gente. Albert Suárez anda por ahí con el culo abierto así, fuck me instead, diciéndole a la gente. Dan un asco. Dan un asco. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I want to pay my electricity bill today, and I want to pay the fees here of at least until next year. You can decapitate Evelyn Ivel Lorenzo Acevedo is trying to put me on a wheelchair, trying to rape me. They want to see sisters bathing each other no matter what, so they partake in stealing from me. They steal my homes, they steal my vehicles, they get in the way of me receiving money. Son un asco, son una basura. Literally, people call Andrew Suarez asco en Aguada, Puerto Rico. He's so disgusting, es una mierda. No tiene talento, es una basura. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo. Is trying to put me on, trying to bathe me. You can decapitate Suarez, you can decapitate Anthony Capizano Este, you can decapitate Alex Suarez. You can decapitate Albert Suarez. Anyways, okay, mommy just texted me last night and I just know. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Gilbert Lorenzo Acevedo trying to put me on a wheelchair, trying to rape me. You can decapitate Albert Suarez is trying to facilitate that. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez is trying to facilitate that. You can decapitate Alex Suarez is trying to facilitate that. You can decapitate Anthony Capisano is trying to facilitate that. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez. You can decapitate Albert Suarez. You can decapitate Alex Suarez. You can, now that they've killed Gloria Nirsa trying to rape me there while they steal my property, my homes, my vehicles, my money, as if I don't need that for myself, as if I don't need any other dick but this. Son un asco. They rape my crushes. For how many years have they been raping Richie Hill? Y metiéndolo en mi casa y violándolo allí. Son un asco, son una basura. Ellos son unos cueros, una asquerosidad. Son una mierda. You can decapitate Richie Hill that raped me in 2023. You can decapitate Jorge Avilés that raped me in 2016. You can decapitate David Ledesma that illegally prostitutes himself as me, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money. Es un asco, son una mierda, son una basura. They're like, we're less than, but give us a chance, please. And if you don't give us a chance, we'll kill you. Dan un asco. Mierda, son una basura. They're not men. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. Son una asquerosidad. I don't ever want them near me. What else? When did I last post on Facebook? What else? What else? Gee, did I laugh at these people yesterday? Que si ya por fin a Sarah se le mojó el culo al ver sin dinero para comida, ya a Marily se le mojó el culo. Una vez le separaron el nene y la nena, el link. Dan un asco esta gente. They're disgusting. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez. You can decapitate Albert Suarez. You can decapitate Alex Suarez. You can decapitate Anthony Capisano ese. They're rapists, they're murderers, they're thieves, they're sex addicts, they're porn addicts, they're so girls. They're poquita cosa, son una mierda. He causes my poverty, my starvation, trying to rape me. He's disgusting. It's una vergüenza, una asquerosidad. I wouldn't ever consider that a relative. It's what else? 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 I'm bored. I am bored in the meantime. Work that I want to do. I want to buy ribbon and haircut. What else? I'm bored. Steals my money, that gets in the way of me. Some called that she's still alive and won't. She needs herself today. Estos tipos dan un asco. They starve me on purpose para que ella aprenda a ser mujer. Es un judío campesino asqueroso, doesn't understand manners. Es un asco, es una basura. You can decapitate Ginny Gendaliri Lorenzo Suarez. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez. You can declare. You can decapitate Albert Suarez. You can decapitate Alex Suarez. You can decapitate el Anthony Capisano. Esa gente da una basura. I had at least 4 BMWs when I was 19 in 1999 that I didn't get to drive. I had at least 4 in 1999 that I didn't get to drive. El Anthony Capisano ese excuses himself to be able. That's because she's cuarentona. People are like, she wasn't cuarentona back then. Canto de bruto asqueroso. Puerco, anormal, bruto, mierda. Ew. want him near me. He's disgusting. What else? 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 I'm bored. I want to go. Él es una mierda, es una asquerosidad. Es una vergüenza, es un puerco, es una basura, es una mierda. Ew, 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 ew. Ew, he's a rapist, murderer, and thief is embarrassing. I'm born. Oh, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm scared. This post massively. They're so disgusting. They want to be like, yo soy más negrito que tú. So una ancestor of yours posiblemente violó a uno de mis ancestors. So mira, mira. He's very dangerous. He's very gross. Es una mierda. Es una basura. Es una asquerosidad. Ew, 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 ew. It isn't even there. That may not even have even happened. It may have been like Mother Goose. Ew, 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 ew. And they go abusing one for if their ancestors abused their ancestors. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Yeah, they're disgusting. Son una mierda. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez. You can decapitate Albert Suarez. You can decapitate Alex. El Anthony Capizano mierda es una basura. He kills for headbands and for Ray-Bans. Y ellos andan así con el culo abierto. Fuck me instead to people. Ew. Son un asco. Ew, 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 ew. I've heard that they illegally prostitute themselves too, out of their sex addiction. Ew, qué asco. Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, back to this. I'm gonna get back to work. Is that a rotary cutter? I miss having one. I wonder if one of my primas still works at Fountains. Can I take comes back to work with a reset out of a fabric that hasn't been released and gets her way. Nice one. Why don't you come in next week Instead of working here by the scrubs, now we know why you're here. And teach us your method, we pay more. Todavía está esperando el rosete. Look, season after season. Cabeza en la cabeza. They just wanted to learn something different. Or sometimes they do it to God all the time. Like if we could figure that out, if we could figure that out. And some people laugh like it's just an internet search away, and they're like, if or a tutorial on Etsy. If anyways, I don't do like that. Alright, the first question. No. You can decapitate Antonio Capistrano, you can decapitate Alex Suarez, you can decapitate Albert Suarez, you can decapitate Albert Suarez. Now stay in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me, save money, have cost, dating, and want to be separated from me. Are trying to kill me in retaliation because I don't let them rape Jaden and Kaylani's birth. One of them said to me after he drugged me and raped me that he's gonna kill me for not letting him rape my children. They're disgusting. So una mierda. These lives are so much fun. What would they call that being bipolar? Have you heard them? They're so embarrassing. They're like, she was calling me Yoda, and then she sits down and smiles. She's bipolar. Just everyone knows how to gauge those emotions according to the conversation that is happening. Vamos por no. Yes, I want egg group. So, yes, we're really willing to try to plan it. Pero not necessary. And have I seen this before? Speaking of burning, I thought about it yesterday. This sometimes requires that one burns the ends or get may unravel. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? One. What else? I think same day deliveries. I love it. So what he wants, because he's a fuck me instead rapist, murderer, and thief, take no answer. Where he could say to people he has roaches, like she doesn't even have electricity there. Ew. So when she bought that ribbon, which won't coincide with me buying the ribbon today, I'm just gauging if they deliver here, which of course they deliver here. He's gonna take a screenshot of this and then go in a video where there's roaches in my apartment and say, fuck me instead. Cómprame un lazo a mí. Porque elimina esa cinta tuvo que haber tenido cucaracha all over. Knowing that I didn't buy it for the most part. Aunque no sepa que I wouldn't order it. And then, what all this? And This wall 35. Boy. You can decapitate their soto. They tried to rape me when I was 15. These leeches are so disgusting. They steal from me. And then they look for people that could rape me. And then they brag about it. And they're like, I know you weren't. You were out there raping. Ya se le ha aplicado millones de veces decades ago. Wives, you have no children. Unless Andrew preñó a alguien before my birth, porque ya a los 8 años. Andrew has no children. Andrew has no wives. Has no husbands. Money, so I can't date. So what he's been doing is raping people all the time, wherever he puts his dick at. So disgusting. Soros. Then my siblings want to stalk them through me. Carlos celebrando que nada más todo de Bad Bunny, eso fue celebrando que they think they're closer to my dad. They don't do anything out of fun. They're disgusting. Todo es un show like, look at me lo que tengo puesto. Look at me qué carro llegué. Look at ew. Es un asco. Es una basura. Ew, ew. I'm born. I'm como Evelyn suena to the stop here. Ew. Se hacen novio de stuff in places for only for others. Yeah, homeless store because they want to rape one. They're like, show me the penis. Homeless store, and they're like, but why do you keep calling me Arlene, baby? Oh, ew, homeless. I miss you. So I had to leave mango. Mientras él está diciendo, yo no hubiese celebrado así. Yo hubiese celebrado, and they were like, wow, make me the claw, the claw. No. Make me. Mis dijo que luego de ese triunfo de Berlín él no celebraría con un viaje a España, literalmente masturbándose al frente de todo en una plaza pública. Yo quiero ver esto, yo quiero hacer esto. The Claw, pick me, the Claw, to be in your venture. So how you would have celebrated better than Arlene's own life. Please pick me. Así parecen Gigi Gengales, Lorenzo Suárez, Amarilla González Soto, Joana Vargas, Yesenia Ramírez Lorenzo. Pick me, the Claw, for that experience. Dame un asco, son una mierda, son una basura. You can decapitate Yesenia Ramirez Lorenzo, you can decapitate Joana Vargas, you can decapitate Amarili Gonzalez Soto, you can decapitate Jimmy Gendaliris, Lorenzo Suarez. They play with my money that they steal from me, like, now this is worthy of a party. Yeah. Como que y que desayunan first? Watch me look at the spread that we have literally. Oh, nalgas, yeah. Post that on Snapchat. Dan un asco. Son una basura, entonces se creen que yo voy a estar enseñando y diciendo, yo no quiero que él publique esto porque luego entonces alguien se puede enamorar de él y no se enamore de mí. Ew. I'm bored. I'm Pero because I like them. part so much that I skip things. I'm bored. Sometimes I listen to that. I'm bored. I want to say it. So hair clips. How many? Possibly. And I've survived. Kaylani has warned them. I never tried to put one in her mouth. I imagine he's had children choke on purpose just to terrorize me that I don't have a source of income para que me prostituya ilegalmente. And that's not an option for me. I just had the early prostitution. But I don't want to die. What else? 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 El tipo es un puerco. El tipo es un. What else? What else? What else? What else? Entonces hoy están toda la gente con la que él se baña enseñándole los videos a la esposa. Él dice que tú eres su first love, pero mírame a mí aquí bañándome conmigo. These people are so retarded, so gross. They don't admit that polyamory exists. Rapists, murderers, and thieves. Son una mierda, son una basura. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? He sits around the rich kids and says, I'm trying to kill her for you. They're like, no, 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 you don't have to. Yeah, he's a terrorist. He does that just to inflict pain onto people. He targets everyone, poor people, rich people, better rich people specifically to see them turn into shit, ideally. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Dan asco, son una mierda, son una basura. I don't ever want them near me. I'm looking for a really Christmas. I know I got my period. Ugh, I think there were no roaches in my bedroom yesterday. Genie generally is one of the flores. And they don't have permission to be. Hagas la dieta. Pecho, pecho desnudo, wow, like una cosa, eso es una cosa, que las niñas ven eso en Snapchat, le da envidia y dicen, wow, cómo esa niña tiene tantos nenes tan lindos. Pero ella es como que es terrorista, ¿verdad? Y se trata de matar, es purifica todavía. Y porque con tanto agujero que tiene la hija, that's a huge indicator. So she isn't happy, she's disturbed for the photo, se volvió la hija. No, asco. Ella es una terrorista, she's a hostage taker, she's disgusting. Estos tipos dan un asco, they find her terrorism. Ella está tratando de violarme a mí, a Jenny Gaylani, they're like, that's our best buddy. Ginny, ¿qué le harías a Nick si le mamas las tetas hoy? Like, literally today, still over group chat. And there's Ana Maria Maria Gonzalez saying, pero guys, we said we're not going to do this anymore. She finds us reposting and is like on the internet saying it every day. Like, the rechazo here and there, I was participating. Pero ahora todos los días diciendo que asco me da esa gente, escape. Ella no nos va a dejar violarla. Okay, Jaya, she's the guy's girl, the one that allows them to be bisexual and into other women. So because she's that friend, they with her, they can feel safe. to be like, pues yo le mamaría las tetas de esta manera, and she participates. Y ella se cree que ella tiene un don de Dios de ser eso, ella se cree queen of polyamory, es bruta, como si fuera la única. She thought she was gonna get accolades on my Facebook account. Es una cuera, una mierda. She's a hostage taker, a rapist, a murderer, a thief. Ew, una basura. Y ella se cree que she's gonna receive praise. Ella lo que es una metiche entrometida que le dice, ajá, sí, ajá, averiguando chisme en between. So, ¿con quién él está él? Y yo la conoceré o yo lo conoceré. So literally, they sit down with their, ajá, sí, sí, le mamaría las tetas. Ajá, wow, tú estás con esa tipa. Anyways, ¿qué más me puedo enterar? ¿Qué más me puedo enterar hoy? That's what they do. They're disgusting. They think they're doing sexual exploration with the best friend, la que los entiende, porque they're monogamous usually with their first love. So monogamous that they don't like bringing up another woman or guy to the monogamous person, that they're with the best friend that allows them to be talking about sex with other people and being bisexual. Y ella los quiere matar a todos porque ella se quiere quedar con un solo. So, ella está tratando de que ellos se maten entre ellos mismos en the life. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I am bored. I am bored. You can decapitate legendary Sorensos. You can decapitate Anthony Capital. They're embarrassing, so no, in the meantime, while I was making hair clips and selling them, I was giving birth to Jane and Kaylani. You could have killed those people in self defense for me. Just because we were Facebook friends doesn't mean that we're friends. I was networking mostly with who wants to give me money and the FBI. I keep running into these people, so I remember something. I suffer from amnesia, and I don't think about them every day. I don't want to. There's something about these people that bothers me. It's like they steal from me, they get in the way of me receiving money, they possibly rape me or trying to rape me. Because I may do this one day. What is this that Mike has? And I just need one ribbon. And I don't want to get to the store today to buy it. So there's ribbons here. What else? What else? What else? I just want to help and these people steal from me and get in the way of me receiving money and steal my money so I can't show up as a chair of my. What else? So I suggest sometimes to the internet. Well, this is how I would approach it. The theft towards me by delivering hair clips and artwork and heels just for fun. That's how I would approach it. Well, some people are like, well, well, the FBI se encarga de matar a la gente que les roba su dinero. Why go on and offer same day delivery if you haven't already? I was so close decades ago. Yeah. For people to know that it's me actually that feels that. So now you can get your Starbucks coffee from Target delivered to your vehicle. Why? Because you can. Because you can. As your kid fell asleep just right before you were gonna get off the vehicle. Your kid falls asleep in your vehicle just when you arrive to the parking. You can just park and order right away what you want. Usually it gets delivered within 45 minutes. By the time your kid is awake or ready, so you just, what do you do? It's waited in my vehicle. With the air conditioner on, with the window open, read a book while the kid takes a nap, sits in the parking lot and says, "Oh, here's my ribbon." What else? And stalkers. One doesn't have to get out of one's vehicle for the most part at many places to pick up one's purchases. So I don't suggest you live a life where you don't pick up your purchase yourself somewhere because of stalkers, but you could be like in a very dangerous situation. Like I've been in a situation where I was eating lunch and one of these individuals interrupted my lunch, tried to hurt me eating, and then took me hostage and raped me in his vehicle that I had bought for him. Fiasco. Anyways, what else? 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 I'm bored. I want to shop today. Who's gifting me money? So those wishful thinkers, if one doesn't start calling them mierda, basura, querosidad, which is how one feels about them, don't ever back off of their wishful thinking, but they don't ever back offended me ready with my own money that they steal from me. Mamasco. Yeah. Cheesecake Factory was already delivering to the parking lot during those days. So I want to shop at the car. That's still like one, just a little bit over a long yard. I don't order ribbon my clothes online, so I don't know what I'm going. I'm going. You can nakabuti lang to ni Kabisano Esa because they don't back off. They don't give me back the money that they stolen from my home. You can nakabuti Andres Suarez. You can nakabuti Alex Suarez. You can nakabuti Aldo Suarez. What else? They're disgusting. In the meantime, fees available sa ito that I need to pay. And electricity. They do a fashion show. Oh, I don't have anything in my closet. Pero ya Mark Zuckerberg se lo había advertido. How much is a new word naked? Porque do they belittle Mark Zuckerberg that he wears a t-shirt to work? They're disgusting. Son una mierda. Estos tipos lo llevaron a Express and they hate themselves. They hate people. They're not. They're infidels and whatever neighbors that they would. So, that's back to work. These are so much fun to me. Hair tutorials and says, Arlene is stealing from you. Bellalo, look, these are potential shop names that she'll use, and honey, if you suck my dick today, I'll contact you in 3 months. For if Arlene has her Etsy shop open and you're selling her clips online, or in a year, just suck my dick in a year too. Entonces, I'll show you if Arlene is selling her clips like that, covered in leather, using your tutorial, y no te dio un regalo, means that Arlene is stealing from you. So yo regreso, mámame el pene hoy, mámame, no puedes llegar al novio, enséñame un video de ti masturbándote. Entonces en 3 meses, pues entonces me lo mama porque estoy ocupado, bitch, yo no voy a estar detrás de ti todos los días. Y en un año, quizás ya en un año Arlene tiene materiales y está vendiendo hair clips y te enseño que Arlene se robó de ti. Esa idea. So they take them hostage and then la pobre mujer le envía un video masturbándose. And then he's blackmailing the husband. Mira, tengo un group chat a leer de las cueros que se la pasan enviando videos de ellas mismas masturbándose a cualquiera on the internet. Pensar que tu esposa se mate. Si no me das dinero. That's what I imagine he does at the internet. It's disgusting. Es una mierda para que él usa su group chat en WhatsApp. Example. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So fun. So fun. Anyways, ahora Yandel me quiere meter un puño y Lorenzo Acevedo. Porque la prima lleva vendiendo Hobby Lobby y ahora las primitas comenzaron a hacerse lo venden leather, yo ni sabía, y los airtips y todo. Mira, Titi, qué lindo, la tía está, like, qué bello. Crema, para regalárselo a mis amigas. Me enseñó un cute. Dan un por proteger de que la tía compra cinta en Hobby Lobby. Glória, they're rapists, they're murderers, they're thieves, they're so. I'm bored. I am bored. Donde Andrew lo tiene violándolo. Or saying you must worship me before you leave it. I missed it. I missed the movie. Oh, don't say he wants to buy my own work from me. Ale, véndeme esos hair clips. Mira, Lynn tan pendeja. Me vendió 4 hair clips por 20 pesos. Nena, yo se lo enseñé eso a mi sugar daddy y mi sugar daddy ya me ordenó una fábrica en Corea. I ripped them apart, los hair clips, and I figured it out. My sugar daddy me dio el dinero. And I'm gonna order dyes, especially para hacerlo eso como lo hace Arlene. Y lo voy a estar vendiendo en Corea. Alguien tan pendeja por $20 me diseñó 4 hair clips que yo me he hecho billonario con mi sugar daddy diciéndole, dame dinero y dejo de molestar y me entretengo con estos hair clips por un tiempito, which is extortion. So that's what they do. They brag that they buy hair clips from people, that they tear them apart, that they order custom dyes to recreate the piece. And then they're like in Korea at a market there with just one set of hair clips in that style. Que set of hair clips para que se vayan y de estar tratando. So that could have been him already that bought from me. They extort that out of ones too. What else? 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 Listen, Ian Baker wants to tell me today. But honey, you married me and now you leave you. This is what I was trying to do. I'm taking you hostage away from your kids. Wouldn't take advantage of you and steal your artwork and produce it in Korea with the money from a sugar daddy. Creo que no se me va a parar el pelo ahora cuando Anthony está pensando esto. Me dio oh, so funny. No, voy a sugar daddy then. Longi me va a dar el dinero para que me vaya. Yes. And then they go on to someone that doesn't like extortion. And they're like, I have like a standard at a store in Korea. I'm so smart. But someone else make the designs for me. And
I never did them. The HR never did them, the HR chick was married to my boss. Yeah, but it's only or five, so only like they do other companies. Even though they know the law, but still, I would never win. But I got my opinion for her, because I was like, I told you what to do. Look here, I'll.
okay, there's nothing proper entirely of what I do.
Because I would call it like it was.
So I don't waste my time. Happens if it doesn't come like a little bit of I'm just very like mom. It's only that I could be more than Cynthia. Then they lost it. They're discussing looking for content to disseminate when I made for the most people shake anyways. It's very it's like taking out content so it's moving through conversation and how it is. Well,
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes. Push my button and
Entonces, Evelyn, Marilyn y persona. Pero I said, like, no vendas las tipas, en todo se lo copia. I don't live my life por lo que estoy copiado. Dan unos, son una mierda, son also, they cause starvation because they're trying to kill one, but they also want to be like, men are bad, so you should not be raped. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. So that I could and just because I attended orgies and stuff, that doesn't make me smaller. Some are the worst at some orgies, and then they give it a list. You get to sound. My crush is good. Dude, she's so young. She's so good. With the into the woman I fantasize with cuando al cumpleaños de la nena, mi Arlene está allí. Le voy a decir que está gorda. In those situations won't ever happen. Ew. They're like a blast from the past, people saying. David Ledesma se la pasa con Wilson Giovanni like he's my cousin and said, I'm here thinking about Arlene con y Wilson Giovanni es like si yo lo pudiera matar, yo lo mataría. Arlene no está ni en él y él me ve a mí y él dice cada vez que me vean con Wilson Giovanni como si yo estuviera también con Arlene. Porque Arlene no pelea con él. Mercy told me to get enojado because I didn't invite him to my birthday parties. Usually they're like not very gross. They're low lives. They're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. And Sarah wants to tell me. So literally, we're taking his back in finally during sex because he was angry at you for not inviting him to your kid's birthday party. You can decapitated Sarah Francis is what else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, I want to get back to making hair clips. What else? What else? What else? What else? I work for myself. Anyways, some people are inspired. Like I know what leather is. I know what a rosemary cutter is. And I know. And I have leather. I have the ability to order leather. Now for that, because I don't like hand cutting for myself for the most part. Though I do it. So it has dogs or like a 1 inch strip that one can move belt or the other. So like I'm born. I just like this. Entonces quiere que yo le pida permiso. Like, is it okay while you work so hard if I'm just making hair clips violating my rights? Tipo más, so he has taken out many, like the people that work there still. People that worked at places that I've lived at with Edgar, or places that I've lived at alone, or hotels that I've stayed in. Does he have them in group chats? Taken hostage, or Johnny released them y nunca va a llegar. Para que yo diga, so guys, why you're working so hard? I didn't have a set of girlfriends, so to make up some was and I'm just thought it's ever sounds like I'm missing a piece of my brain. And I'm less than, so he wants to take me hostage and ask people for permission to work in whatever I want to do. Even though it's called respect in the United Nations, I hope mira lo que dice abuelos por violarme mi derecho. What else? What else? What else? What else? I am bored. Is it like the prostitutes or like this is we can do this, girls, right? We can do this. That we can do. Porque de mí todo no ceremonial. Para sacar a sacar de los prostitutes y mandarme a informar más. No, it's 1.5 inch. It's finished. I want to try this and get some leather strips and do with the little pieces there. Also, I'm gonna just be laying down after having the hair clips. I'm just gonna give this more that. And I just a little bit. I'm bored. Anyways, if I want to testify in court against this person, I'm gonna deliver to this student in your moment. I'm hoping you're going to be this important and that this will be still be recording. And then, how long does a documentary case take? As an anything, maybe so. Think of and I wishfully think on them, they will affect me in no way. No, somebody in there. Holding nothing. So I slowly like act instructions on what is happening. But there's shows up still. Like I have to go to the here, I guess I have to go sit. Say, why we don't need a sit. We were even talk about already. And nearly guys got 5,000 day to and I have to go to the service. So yeah. The response to the they won't get it but they're not men. There is something I know what happened on the sex will make peace here emotionally. I mean, I would leave it up, right? Because I'm right. To be that's not necessary. You should learn how to be with you. And then you can take up with your understandings. You can take up with your understandings. You can take up the non-tonic of say, you can take up with the outside. They say my homes and information is in my vehicles, the environment, and because they can community separated from the customer starvation is the modern. Many of us are that is no years. So they're Es lo que yo les find this. And you feel alone. You can just grow through it and grow through it. What else? No, what else? How about you? And I oh, yo no tengo hombre que me proteja because I'm a single woman and I'm polyamorous. No tengo hombre que me proteja. No, 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 anyways, I want. ¿Dónde está nada? It was for the past 5 years. Everything that I've learned to be that ensure that le siga dando dinero a ellos porque ellos saben su and then he wants to show me his photo. Mira, tres veces y esa pobrecita mi asistente no lo hizo. He wants to show me a spread of pictures of everything that they've designed out of nothing. Every single one of them. That I say I was going to do this, I was going to do that, I'm going to do that, then he wants to show me about mine, how much money he's going to do. Or not. Well, I'm starving, and then he goes to see this one. Terrible. It's very far from the original one. Because the industry is terrible. Mm, look, I'm sorry. As you like, pero Target kept selling their goods after making money. So I also tried to do addition. So look at these people. at this another supplier, at this fabric supplier, at this clothes supplier. Be angry at these stores that are selling my food. And then he has to call them and be like, "I need it. Look, I'm just good at shoes, like those things. It is for 60 years.
Does the office have one for residents to use?
I don't think so. I asked
Right.
once and they
No.
don't give it away.
She said they don't have one for.
What else? 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 Mm, 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 mm. So anyway, I'm not able to just my work walls and and there's a reason that they didn't know that mean or something. 40, so I can get to the bus stop and get food while I'm over to Shine Church. Hair clips of that baby making for real inspirational speaks. This and porque él está buscando a quien violar, so he's like a charmer. Y él tiene todos los dientes nuevecitos, yo no. So he's like, my slave just got water in the coffee pot today. I have a video of it. Yo, money to start for to try to be a charmer with people. My slave just put water there. Claro, pero como él es un cuero, él tiene complejo de que no. So por si mi familia de origen beat up his family of origin, like that was a given, como si eso hubiese existido. He causes my starvation, just por si acaso. Come on, Japanese spot on the table, let me get her. And that's reserved for la que mi mami come. Es muy bueno. Él se cree que es un dios porque tiene un reino y sabe que está descendiente de él. He's an embarrassment. Ew, ew, ew. Hello. Things for the die cut. I like this so maybe. That's not good. Buildings. Oh, what I want. That's the then they start calling one, you get copyright one. I mean, they're disgusting, they're embarrassing themselves. Unborn. Let's give them money today. You can leave copy on your sodas, you can leave copy on your sodas, copy diseñales. You can leave copy on your sodas, you can leave copy to what is this? Privacy for rubber. They literally thought that they are a part of my life, Mark Zuckerberg. And then I was able on 12 December 2005, while I was at this party, this is what they did. Like I can have multiple relationships continuously. Separate my time, my mind, my feelings. And sadly, they put other people instead of themselves. Okay. Brianna made Kip and Young came in and I think it's our last name. And we all what's her last name. And I am like, there's chilies in your river down. Like I still nursing people even is that experience of like the llevaría a Salt Lake City a comer, but I'm still nursing people. So maybe I cooked lasagna for them. We watched The Notebook together, the three of us. I laughed at Channing Tatum the entire time. I'm like, that's your thing. Please don't introduce me to a hobby that you like. Or if you're victims. We're not gonna become besties. Young that your kid was sick and then you went on after she used my kid's toys, you put them back with all these sanitizers. But didn't you work at a daycare? Like throwing away toys, sanitizing everything. What? And that didn't interrupt me. I think anger even arrived when I was watching the notebook with the young, I don't know her last name, and Brianna Naked. Haven't they all been in orgies together? And I was just watching the notebook. Sure, mommy, like, oh, that sometimes they do that. They say, like, it's real because when one is like, what do I know? But it wasn't notebook, it was the other one. It was the other one, pero ese lo va a él por the notebook, like, oh my God, allá ellas, él es un cuero, si that's their significant other. Ew, that's not why I invited them into my home. I'm like, I never have a girls. And they're so quiet, they never do chisme. They never do chisme. I'm like, yeah, I will take them all to dinner. I'm so excited. Choose. I'm late. That's because I don't know them well, and I'm like still like I try to get mature to make me. What That ended right there, right? I have no hate towards those two females. I have nothing. I feel bad porque I've heard a theory that Benjamin, his their mother, would take them out to orgies and that he's profiled all of his mother's love for including myself. It was a orgy, so she and I may have not partaking in the total licking or anything like that. So I'm very careful because because I know all the perks. I'm like, let's just have dinner together and I'll even let you be around my kids. Hey, I'm sending this kid over to a gun show. Jaden will love that. I'm not waiting for strike three. I don't have to explain myself. It was the toys and then let's take Jaden to a gun show. When he was like 4 years. The kid joined the junior high to see my high school. And I think learned how to shoot one, no? Pero it was a boys thing. He said, my friends are doing it. I'm like, it's not that long that you picked it up for just a year. I did not attend one event. I did not buy one picture. I'm like, I don't want him to get into this. Not if he doesn't want to because he has a graphic design, so I don't know if it's too multitask, graphic design with a military career. Like that can be done. Or he tried it also because well, our dads have done it. So this is first time that they offer want to join the junior or to see. They may have been like, heck yeah, our dads are doing it. What else? 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 Edgar can only attend one of his drills. Like I don't want to participate. I hope you understand. Love you though. I don't think that works for me either. And he may have understood the message too. And then the Nike boots have already been released. The fabric that no tiene que planchar. So, you know, they're possible to be like, ¿por qué no lo ponchaste? Mira mi color, Timberheads, mira, cámara. Look at those pins are dangerous. Sorry, the hair gloves one here gets all breaks loose. So I don't want new horn about that either. Anyways, when the bus leaves like at 9:50 something. Or you know, I'm not opposed to who's on the phone? On the phone. What was it? Oh, doesn't this person oh sometimes I say this is she. It could be underscore something. With one of them I don't need to know. It's not that's fine. Because yesterday I found him or how he found that after I did. I wore the rumors are true. Making hair accessories. I love felt leather too available. And upside from the perspective of this material still. Can I use this little piece for a little flower stuff? And I don't see anything wrong with that. And I said, I'm not and I want to use like those people you can tell that they're nickel and diming like every little piece of the property like this. It's not those two things. It's not good. Mm, it was. Is it crops? Another shopping one. Let me go upside down. Cutting knives. I'll share all the above lovely. No? These are cute. That I'm not opposed to making out of felt. Possibly the smallest one. And stitching all over. This. That's not just the number 2 is like it's the wrong friend. Okay, he gets no more. There's all of these other brands, and then there's no word. This is beautifully packaged as everyone else's. It's very nice and very pretty. It also says that he's not and that has and she listed that she can't even find it. And crazy that he took a back quality picture, turned it into something, and tries to sell it to people. And then goes on Ryan and says, she thinks he has a store in Austin, but she affords her. So someone doesn't want to get into this. That's why I don't confirm. She could be here longer. Is it, do you think that he's doing that? You can't get that consume. You have to assume it's somewhere up there. Possibly not even him. And then later, the first screenshot is I just what else? Anyway, so I'm this home. So the people couldn't create a college show as a that's cute. Or I'm not opposed to trying this. And then this is some metallic. I'm not opposed to when they have an assistant. I mean, like, I'll do the rest. I'll confirm. What else? So there's a Fox Glove metallic felt. Does the FBI Interpol stuff next to it's like, no, this is too close to what she just posted today. Also, so don't pay in case you're worried and be stealing your designs and selling them over. Sometimes they might be let him get caught for something else in that area that he's trying to sell that. What else? 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 Please do tell me how you plan to contact Benzie Design Renee. That I read her name from packaging Renee Bradley. So it sticks sometimes. But it was because it's great branding. What else? What else? What else? And say, but are you mad, Renee? That she said like that was the most awkward conversation. That she was gonna use your felt but with life from Show on the Fly and not your so girl, whatever awkwardness I had to go through, I'm gonna make her a bit what and I consider you poor thing. You shouldn't be making a woman suffer for what he's made you suffer. He's already making her suffer. That's why I said no to the time. And it's I don't have to hear from you. Why do you think that you seem like her? You think that you could profit off of if you wanted to. What else? 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 I know. Look at the pay type. Would have created fake accounts. Well, I'm gonna investigate, and that can lead to your death. I can leave. Still alive doesn't mean that he won't get pissed off. Realize it's you or knows from day one is nothing. Asking questions. Too many questions. What else? What else? Anyway, so I'm posting here and then heading over to a bus stop. Like seriously. It'd be cute instead with this embroidered stitching. Maybe I just